Hello and welcome to Hornbill TV's Northeast Express Bulletin. I'm Naomi Kikon. The Core Geo expedition during its exploration in February this year had discovered the fossil structure from remote Kongdap village near Tolegre in Meghalaya, South Garo Hills. Following the discovery, the Geological Survey of India has drawn preliminary examination. DC South Garo Hills, Shivansh Awasthi has confirmed the recovery of the fossil, which dates back to 35 to 40 million years ago old. The Core Geo expedition team had explored the caves in the Tolegre. Tutor Tamas, Milton Sangma and Salban Manda of the Core GEO expedition were part of the exploration. Post-National Highways closure due to landslide in Sonapur in Meghalaya connecting Phek Valley, Tripura and Mizoram to other parts of the country, the railway route too saw a similar picture on Thursday morning. Incessant rain for the past few days resulted in heavy landslides between Chadinga and Harangajau of Dima Hasao district of Assam, leaving many of its rail lines and tunnels flooded with water. Since Thursday morning, no train that connects trains from Tripura and Phek Valley has passed through Dima Hasao region. Heavy rainfall with hailstorm has devastated large parts of South Tolai under Cachar district of Assam. Hundreds of houses were damaged and many domesticated animals died in the melee on Wednesday. The hailstorm of sizes 400 to 500 grams each damaged hundreds of tin shed houses and also broke through window panes of more than 100 vehicles of that area. Thunderstorms and hailstorm devastated South Tolai's Chanikat, Lailapur, French Nakar, Aratanpur and Jamalpur. Thunderstorm and hailstorm also injured some residents as well as killed domesticated animals, destroyed property worth a few crores. The district administration of Cachar has now jumped into action for rehabilitating them as Tolai constituency falls under incumbent cabinet minister of Assam, Parimal Suklabaidya, who is also the BJP candidate for Silchar Lok Sabha polls this time round.
এই মুহূর্তে আমি জামালপুর জিপির কুলিছড়া গ্রামে আছি। গতকালকের যে প্রবল শিলাবৃষ্টি ঝড় হয়েছে সেই ঝড় শিলাবৃষ্টিতে আমাদের বিশেষ করে দক্ষিণ দলাইয়ের জামালপুর, চান্নিঘাট, শেওড়ারতল অঞ্চলের প্রবল ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়েছে মানুষ। বিশেষ করে যে আমরা জামালপুর জিপির কুলিছড়া অঞ্চল, কুলিছড়া গ্রামের প্রত্যেকটা বাড়িতে আমরা গিয়ে দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে বসত বাড়ি যেটা আছে সেটা বসত করার মতো উপযোগী নয়। প্রত্যেকটা বাড়ির টিন একবারে ছিদ্র ছিদ্র হয়ে গিয়েছে। যে বৃষ্টি দিয়েছে গড় বৃষ্টিতে ভিজে গিয়েছে। এই অঞ্চলের মানুষ, অনেক মানুষ আছে যাদের আঘাত পেয়েছে শিলার ফলে, এবং মানুষের সঙ্গে সঙ্গে গবাদি পশু যেগুলো আছে এগুলো ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়েছে। তাই আমরা এই অঞ্চলের প্রত্যেক মানুষের খোঁজ খবর নিচ্ছি। আমরা আমাদের যিনি মন্ত্রী এবং আগামী দিনের সাংসদ মাননীয় পরিমল শুক্লবৈদ্য মহাশয়ের সঙ্গেও কথা বলেছি। উনিও ডিসি মহোদয়ের সঙ্গে কথা বলেছেন এবং সার্কেল অফিসারের যিনি ম্যাডাম আছেন ওনার সঙ্গে কথা হয়েছে এবং সরকারি লেভেলতে চিন্তা করা হচ্ছে কিভাবে এই মানুষগুলোর পাশে থাকা যায়, সাহায্য করা যায় এবং আমরা দলীয়ভাবে তাদেরকে কি সাহায্য করা যায়, পাশে থাকা যায় সেই চিন্তাধারা চলছে। এবং আমাদের সঙ্গে এই মুহূর্তে পাটোয়ারি সাহেব আছেন, উনিও প্রত্যেকটা ঘরে ঘরে গিয়ে তাদের নাম নথিভুক্ত করছেন যাতে তাদেরকে একটা সাহায্য সহযোগিতা করা যায়, অন্ততপক্ষে তাদের যে চালের যে ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়েছে বসতযোগ্য করা যায় তাদেরকে, সেই চিন্তাধারা চলছে। এবং আমরা আশ্বাস দিচ্ছি প্রত্যেকটা মানুষের সঙ্গে আমরা তাদের পাশে আছি, সরকার তাদের পাশে আছে, চিন্তার কোনো কারণ নেই। আমরা যে কোনো অবস্থায় তাদের যে কোনো মুহূর্তে তাদের পাশে থাকবো এবং সরকারি সাহায্য পাইয়ে দেওয়ার জন্য আমরা
There has been an outrage among northeastern people after entertainer Rakhi Sawant, who is often known due to her controversial remarks, made another derogatory remark this time against Nagaland. Sawant, who returned to India after staying several months in Dubai, reportedly made insensitive comparisons, likening the hills of Nagaland to her own physical attributes. She also said that she was an Indian and will come to the country, not Nagaland.
मैं इंडियन हूँ तो मैं इंडिया नहीं आऊंगी तो क्या नागालैंड जाऊंगी? हैं कहाँ जाऊंगी भाई? तो मैं तो इंडियन हूँ ना, तो मैं तो इंडिया ही आऊंगी. तो मैं मेरी तो कंट्री है. हाँ, एक पैर आजकल मेरा दुबई में है क्योंकि मुझे गोल्डन वीजा मिल गया है. एक पैर मेरा इंडिया में, एक पैर मेरा दुबई में, तो बीच में चाइना है, उनके मजे.
Amid Lok Sabha elections, the Election Commission published final data on voter turnout in 2 rounds on April 30. The Election Commission has revised the polling data to 66.14% for Phase 1 and 66.7% for Phase 2. On April 20, a day after the first phase of voting in 102 seats, the ECI had pegged voting percentage at 65.5, whereas on April 27, sources in ED had indicated a turnout of 66.7% for the second phase, comprising 88 seats. However, the revised data on voter turnout has sparked furore and questioned the ECI's accountability. Congress has criticized the ECI for the delay in sharing the data on overall turnout, calling it completely unacceptable. Taking to X, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh said that 2 issues have emerged with the ECI's latest data release. Notably, ECI released the final data of voter turnout more than 10 days after Phase 1 and 4 days after Phase 2 of polling. However, the poll body had not released the total number of voters in each constituency. The final turnout is a marginal upward revision of less than 1 percentage point from the provisional figures shared by the EC.
11-day delay in putting out detailed turnout data in the first phase. 4-day delay in putting out detailed turnout data in the second phase is unheard of, unprecedented, and unacceptable. But the Election Commission has put out the data last night. Better late than never. We hope this will not be repeated in the 3rd phase, 4th phase, 5th phase, 6th phase, 7th phase. I don't want to read much into the delay. I know they are very busy dealing with complaints of the Congress party because we are giving almost 18 complaints a day. Almost every day we are giving 18 complaints. पाइपलाइन में सारे हमारे ही कंप्लेंट हैं. तो मैं जानता हूं उनको और किसी की चीज़ के लिए समय नहीं होगा, पर मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि तीसरे चरण के लिए 7वें चरण तक ये जो विलम्ब पहले और दूसरे चरण में देखा गया है वो दोहराया नहीं जाएगा.
पहले चरण के बाद जो नतीजे इलेक्शन कमीशन की वेबसाइट पे आए हैं कि कितनी परसेंटेज वोट हुई, वो 11 दिन के बाद आए हैं और केवल इतना ही आया कि इतनी परसेंटेज वोट हुई. कितने वोट पड़े हैं वो वेबसाइट पे नहीं दिखाया गया. इसका कारण क्या है ये मैं नहीं जानता. और कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि इसमें कोई आपको विश्वास रखना चाहिए कि ये जो कहा गया है वो सही है. हम विश्वास रखेंगे, लेकिन इतना ज़रूरी है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन को एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के द्वारा ये बताना चाहिए कि 11 दिन क्यों लग गए. क्योंकि मैंने कई पूर्व इलेक्शन कमिश्नर से बात की है. उन्होंने कहा है कि हम जब इलेक्शन कमीशन में थे तो तुरंत या तो उसी शाम को या अगले दिन सुबह वेबसाइट पे नतीजे आ जाते थे कि कितने लोगों ने वोट किया है. तो 11 दिन क्यों लगे. अब जब ये संदेह पैदा होता है तो निश्चित रूप से लोगों का विश्वास भी घटता जाता है. और आज की स्थिति, हिंदुस्तान की स्थिति ऐसी है कि कोई भी ऐसी संस्था नहीं है जिस पे लोगों को शक नहीं है. चाहे वो ईडी हो, चाहे वो सीबीआई हो, चाहे वो गवर्नर साहब हो, चाहे वो हमारी पार्लियामेंट में जिस तरह से कार्रवाई हो रही है चाहे वो हो. तो कोई भी ऐसी संस्था हिंदुस्तान में नहीं है जिसके बारे में नागरिक सोचता है कि कहीं सही तरीके से लोकतंत्र के आधार पे।
In a tragic road accident, a Guwahati-bound long-distance bus from Agartala carrying candidates for a recruitment exam of Tripura State Cooperative Bank to be held in Assam skidded off the Serpentine Road in Chera and Harangajau under Dima Hasao district on Wednesday night, leaving one passenger dead and 30 other candidates injured. Devraj Debarma, aged 27 years, a TSCB exam candidate from Thalai district of Tripura, died on the spot, while 30 others sustained injuries, 6 of them with critical wounds. 6 critically wounded passengers were immediately rushed to Silchar Medical College and Hospital, while the rest were sent to Harangajau Health Centre and Haflong Civil Hospital.
Còn mua bus bay nó mía xuống lại này mà này, pura này cái đi, cái bus hay chỉ mang lao ở bus lại bỏ ban chỉ này này, đi có mà nó, ở bus này cái đi, ở đó xuống mía, cái xe ngon hàng cái thằng nào, vậy phải là, hàng ít cua rồi hàng cua rồi. Orang kelas yang ke depan, action bangun yang ikut.
India Meteorological Department has forecast the heatwave to severe heat waves will continue to prevail over West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha and Bihar till today. The IMD said that similar conditions are also very likely over South Peninsular India till Friday. Heatwave is expected over Maharashtra, Rayalaseema, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh during the next 5 days and over central India till Sunday. The Weather Department further forecast the maximum temperatures to be in the range of 44 and 47 degrees Celsius over Gangetic West Bengal, East Jharkhand, North Odisha and Rayalaseema till Friday. On hot and humid weather, the IMD said these conditions will continue to prevail over coastal Karnataka, Kerala and Mahe for the next 5 days. A heavy rainfall spell accompanied by thunderstorms and gusty winds is also very likely to continue over northeast India. Rainfall and snowfall accompanied by thunderstorms and lightning are very likely over Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh from the 3rd to the 6th of this month. Meanwhile, in Delhi, the IMD forecast strong surface winds to prevail during the daytime till tomorrow. The maximum temperature in the national capital is expected to hover around 37 degrees Celsius today.
बंगाल में जहां काफी दिन से सीवियर हीट वेव कंडीशंस चल रहा है वो अभी भी जारी है। हमारा जो फोरकास्ट है अगले 2 दिन के लिए ऐसा ही सीवियरिटी बंगाल में बनी रहेगी और ये रीजन में इसलिए हमने 2 दिन तक रेड अलर्ट कंटिन्यू करके उसके बाद धीरे धीरे ऑरेंज अलर्ट में जा रहे हैं। ये हमारा कई दिन से फोरकास्ट था और ये अभी भी हमारा बरकरार रहेगा। उड़ीसा में आज से ही ऑरेंज अलर्ट कर दिया है, यानी कि एक स्टेप नीचे कर दिया है अगले 4 दिन के लिए। और बिहार और नीचे साउथ में कोस्टल आंध्र प्रदेश इन सभी राज्य में पूरा ईस्ट और पेनिनसुलर इंडिया जहां हीट वेव का स्थिति बहुत गंभीर है वहां चौथे दिन यानी कि 5 या 6 तारीख से हमारे उम्मीद है कि हीट वेव का स्थिति धीरे धीरे कम होने लगेगी, जिसके कारण से आपका अलर्ट का लेवल भी कम हो जाएगा। साथ ही साथ इन सभी राज्यों में थंडरस्टॉर्म एक्टिविटी बढ़ेगी और थंडरस्टॉर्म के साथ लाइटनिंग का प्रोबेबिलिटी, बिजली का प्रकोप ज्यादा रहेगा और हेल का भी होने का पॉसिबिलिटी रहेगा। तो थंडरस्टॉर्म जितना डिक्रीज करेगा उतना आपका जितना इंक्रीज करेगा उतना आपका टेम्परेचर्स कम होता है।
Online nominations and recommendations for the Padma Awards 2025 have begun. For the last date for nominations for Padma Awards is the 15th of September 2024. The nominations, recommendations for Padma Awards will be received online on the Rashtriya Puraskar portals awards.gov.in. The Padma Awards, namely Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri, are amongst the highest civilian awards in the country. Instituted in 1954, these awards are announced on the occasion of the Republic Day every year. The Home Ministry said that the government is committed to transforming the Padma Awards into a People's Padma. The Home Ministry said that the government is committed to transform the Padma Awards into People's Padma. Photos of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi have been removed from COVID-19 vaccine certificates. This move comes a day after news reports said that the UK-based pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca had admitted in the court that its vaccine Covishield, which was widely used in India, has potential of side effect known as TTS, which causes blood clotting in human body. Usually, it is vaccination certificates issued by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare featured PM Modi's image with a code saying, "Together India will defeat COVID-19. The ministry hasn't removed the code, but his name has been omitted. It has, however, been clarified that the reason behind removing Modi's image from COVID-19 vaccination certificate was due to Model Code of Conduct for the Lok Sabha elections. Interestingly, India is the only country that uses its leaders' image on the vaccine certificate. Rajya Sabha MP Kapil Sibal on Thursday questioned that Election Commission of India why it delayed 11 days to upload the voter percentage on its website. The MP also said that the Supreme Court has given a decision regarding the EVM and have said that everyone should have faith on the Election Commission. He, however, asked if the EC was trustworthy. It has been alleged that the voting percentage of first phase of the Lok Sabha election was changed by an increase of 3%. Kapil Sibal has also said that it only showed the percentage, not numbers.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट का भी निर्णय आया है ईवीएम के बारे में और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है कि हर नागरिक को ईसीआई पे विश्वास रखना चाहिए, इलेक्शन कमीशन पे विश्वास रखना चाहिए, वो सही भी है। लेकिन सवाल ये उठता है कि क्या इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया या और संस्थाएं विश्वास लायक हैं या नहीं, ये सवाल उठता है। अभी क्या हो रहा है कि पहले चरण के बाद जो नतीजे इलेक्शन कमीशन की वेबसाइट पे आए हैं कि कितनी परसेंटेज वोट हुई, वो 11 दिन के बाद आए हैं और केवल इतना ही आया कि इतनी परसेंटेज वोट हुई, कितने वोट पड़े हैं वो वेबसाइट पे नहीं दिखाया गया। इसका कारण क्या है ये मैं नहीं जानता और कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि इसमें कोई आपको विश्वास रखना चाहिए कि ये जो कहा गया है वो सही है। हम विश्वास रखेंगे, लेकिन इतना जरूरी है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन को एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के द्वारा ये बताना चाहिए कि 11 दिन क्यों लग गए, क्योंकि मैंने कई पूर्व इलेक्शन कमिश्नर से बात की है। उन्होंने कहा है कि हम जब इलेक्शन कमीशन में थे तो तुरंत या तो उसी शाम को या अगले दिन सुबह वेबसाइट पे नतीजे आ जाते थे कि कितने लोगों ने वोट किया है, तो 11 दिन क्यों लगे। अब जब ये संदेह पैदा होता है तो निश्चित रूप से लोगों का विश्वास भी घट।
Permanent representative of India to United Nations, Ruchira Gamboge, on May 1, reiterated India's stance on two-state solution over Israel-Palestine conflict at the United States Security Council. Addressing the Council, she said India is committed to supporting a two-state solution where the Palestinian people are able to live freely in an independent country within secure borders with due regard to the security needs of Israel.
While we have noted that Palestine's application for membership at the United Nations was not approved by the Security Council because of the aforesaid veto, I would like to state here at the very outset that in keeping with India's long-standing position, we hope that this would be reconsidered in due course and that Palestine's endeavor to become a member of the United Nations will get endorsed. We've also noted your intention to convene the plenary meeting of the 10th Emergency Special Session of the General Assembly regarding this matter shortly. India will participate actively in this meeting. As for the conflict in Gaza, this has been ongoing for over 6 months, and the humanitarian crisis that it has triggered has been increasing. There is also the potential for growing instability in the region and beyond. In this context, we view the Security Council's adoption of Resolution 2728 last month as a positive step. As for India's position on the conflict, I will make the following 4 brief points. 1. The ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas has led to a large-scale loss of civilian lives, especially women and children, and a humanitarian crisis which is simply unacceptable. We have strongly condemned the deaths of civilians in the conflict. We firmly believe that international law and international humanitarian law must be respected by everyone under all circumstances. 2, the terror attacks in Israel on 7 October were shocking, and they deserve our unequivocal condemnation. There can be no justification for terrorism and hostage-taking. India has a long-standing and uncompromising position against terrorism in all its forms and manifestations, and we demand the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. 3, it is imperative that humanitarian aid to the people of Gaza be scaled up immediately in order to avert a further deterioration in the situation. We urge all parties to come together in this endeavor. We welcome the efforts of the United Nations and the international community in this regard. I will state here that India has provided humanitarian aid to the people of Palestine and that we will continue to do so. 4, my final point, my leadership has repeatedly emphasized that only a two-state solution achieved through direct and meaningful negotiations between both sides on final status issues will deliver an enduring peace. India is committed to supporting a two-state solution where the Palestinian people are able to live freely in an independent country within secure borders with due regard to the security needs of Israel. To arrive at a lasting solution, Mr. President, we would urge all parties to foster conditions conducive to resuming direct peace negotiations at an early date.
That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.